In a world where life is busy, living in a society that glorifies having a monstrous workload is easy to adopt. What if things didn't have to be that way? What if you could imagine a lifestyle more free? What if you could have a lifestyle that is not so bogged down? Rather than resorting to travel videos on YouTube or cool pictures on Instagram? Wait, Instagram doesn't do pictures anymore. What if you can create your own escape? So, I set out on an epic adventure to find something cool in my city. Let's see what we can get. What's crazy to me is that just yesterday, it was sunshine. And today, I'm gonna take you guys on an adventure with me today. There's a few topics I want to talk about. Come on. Okay, so most people see these travel videos and just think, gosh, how do people get the money? How do people have the time and the resources to be able to travel? For the common person, for the average person, you're right. That is a situation that is a luxury that not everybody has. That's better. When people are looking to get away, what people are really looking to do is get out of the current routine, get out of the day-to-day rut that they might be feeling like they're stuck in. I'm curious to know if you have a place in your city that allows you to do some of those same things. A place that is in nature and beautiful. I mean, look at these images. So the reality is this: when you are out in a secluded place, what do you spend your time thinking about? What do you do when you're out in a secluded place like this? Do you just take in the scenery, or is there something more? I remember when I was going for my social work license, like my independent license, the big guy, the main enchilada, and it was easy for me to look at my peers around me thinking, gosh, they're getting ahead in life. They're being able to grow in this process a lot faster than I am. In that moment, I started to doubt and wonder what it was that I was doing wrong. I started to question, why is it that other people seem to be going along this process a lot faster than I am? And through the process, it made me start to resent the process. It made me start to resent whether or not the goal that I was trying to pursue was the right one. I started to question and doubt why I even chose this track when there were probably other things that would be way more feasible and that would get me results a lot faster. So it was tempting to try to think of different ways, different alternatives, careers that I could pursue that would get me the life that I wanted. It was often in those times where I took a pause to really question, why do I even want this? Why is it that I want to pursue this social work license? My why was to help people. So maybe we can take lessons from some of these ponderosa pines. The word ponderosa, as you saw, meant powerful or massive. I'm curious to know what some of the powerful and massive thoughts in your mind would say about your circumstance. Here's what I mean. One of my favorite authors said it this way, that our life is always heading in the direction of some of our most powerful thoughts. And if we're not careful, our life can head in the direction of some of our strongest thoughts. So the question becomes, what thoughts are we thinking? Thoughts focused on what you do not have, what you cannot get, what is lacking in your life, Those are the thoughts that lead to depression and constantly wondering what more you can have in life. It leaves you feeling unfulfilled. And so instead, if you're coming out to a place like this, allowing yourself to reset can cure some of those feelings. Now, I want to touch on that thought and what it means to refocus, because that can be vague. We can get lost in the day-to-day if we're not careful. So when you spend time in seclusion, away from the busyness of life, what you're doing is you're taking a bigger picture on your current situation. This is helpful because when you take a bigger picture, you're getting yourself out of the rut. You're getting yourself out of your normal routine, the challenges, the things that are getting you stuck or making you feel stuck, and you're setting your eyes on why you began in the first place. A few questions that you can ask yourself if you're feeling stuck is, once you reach your goals, what is that going to do for you? What difference is that going to allow you to make? If you fast forward in time, can your current struggle help somebody down the road who might be in your shoes now? There's some keys and strategies that you're learning through this season of your life that might be beneficial to others. In this moment in your life, you're going to look back and you're going to remember what challenges you faced during the season. What is the future you going to be thankful for as you're navigating this current season? Give yourself some credit. Now, although this might not be an ideal situation for you and what you're going through, nobody wants these kinds of circumstances. It's not fun. Life's hard right now. Perhaps even asking yourself, what life lessons are you learning today? What life lessons are you learning for yourself? The future you can share some of those life lessons to somebody who's struggling similarly to your current season. Oh, whoa. That was probably not a good idea. Yeah, that was pretty dumb. When you allow yourself time to refocus, what you're doing is you're drawing attention to your inner motivation. That's the thing that's going to pull you or push you way beyond what external motivation can do. External motivation is anybody who's encouraging you and being your little cheerleader and saying, come on, you can do it. That's great to have those kinds of supports in your life. The most change happens when you can do that for yourself. Another helpful question to ask yourself while you're out of the thicket, what thoughts have been cluttering your mind? What kind of thoughts are making you feel confused? The last thing that I'll say about refocusing is that as you're navigating through some of these challenges that you just want out of, get me out, they really show you what you're made of. They give you an insight look at your capabilities and your abilities. That's important because you get to learn what you're made of and then do it all over again for a future challenge, because some of the lessons that you're learning right now are going to be applicable to a challenge that you face in the future. So that's it, guys. That's my lesson on refocusing. I hope you guys got something out of it. I'm gonna go now because it's kind of cold. I can barely feel my fingers and my toes. I'll see you guys in the next video. One more thing. Be sure to like and subscribe to my channel if you want more.